Hello everybody, I'm The Last Pretender, and today we're going to be going over things you hold in your hand. So this is going to be part 3 in our unit series, where we're going over all the little fiddly bits that of which make your unit good or bad at various things. And today we're going to be talking more specifically about weapons and shields. Now first we're going to go ahead and start off with shields, as weapons tend to affect shields, and so we need to start with shields before we move on to weapons. But first we're going to go ahead and jump into the game real quick to take a look at some stuff as we talk about shields. Okay, so we're in the game now, and this is our boy Larry. So Larry here has got all kinds of stats like we talked about earlier. He's got some hit points, he's got protection, he's got some attack skill, some defense skill, he's got some strength, he's got a weapon, it does some damage, all that good stuff. But you'll also notice that Larry has a shield. In this case, the Hoplon. Now, whenever we look at the Hoplon, we can see it's got a couple of things going on here. So first, there's the defense skill. It's got a -1, so normally Larry would have a 13 to defense, but now he's got a 12 because he gets a -1 because his shield is heavy and stuff. It's also going to increase his encumbrance, so like I mentioned earlier, he's going to fatigue faster because he's carrying this Hoplon, and no small part of it is, of his encumbrance of 5 is going to be because of this Hoplon. Now, we'll also notice the important things that we're going to be talking about in this particular video, which is going to be the parry value and the protection shield value. So we're looking at a 19 for the protection value for the shield and a 4 for the parry value. Now what the heck does this mean? Well, it's actually a big deal, and we're going to go over it right now. So let's say Larry gets attacked, and his final defense value is a 22, while the attacker's final attack value is a 24. For more on how this works, go ahead and check out my first unit video in which I cover defense skill and attack skill. Anyway, with a 24 over a 22, the attacker is going to hit Larry. And normally we would then move on to damage, calculating Larry's protection and adding in his DRN to see how much the actual damage has been reduced. But with a shield, it changes things a bit. With a shield, after we've established that a hit has been made, we add in the shield's parry value to Larry's defense value, giving him from a 22 to a 26. Now with this being higher than the current attack value of 24, this means that Larry's shield is struck. So, once we've decided that the shield has been struck, we add the shield's protection value, which, in the case of the Hoplon, is a 19. Thus, instead of having a protection value of 14 plus his DRN, Larry is going to go into the damage dealing section with a 33 for his protection value, which is huge and is going to probably negate most damage coming in. And that's how shields work. Obviously, the higher a parry value, the more likely it is that the shield is going to come into play during an attack, and the higher the shield protection value, the bigger a deal it is whenever it is blocking an attack. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and talk about how shield's HP, if you will, works. So shields don't exactly have an HP value, it's more accurate to say that they have a resistance value. And this resistance value is equal to the shield's protection value. And +5 if the shield happens to be magical. And the way that it works out is that whenever a shield blocks an attack, then the attack has a break value, which is equal to the damage of the attack before any protection is applied, right? Because obviously the shield isn't protecting itself, it's taking the direct hit to protect the person. So, if the break value happens to exceed 3 times the shield's resistance, or I think if it's equal to, if it's equal to or greater than 3 times the shield's resistance, then the shield is damaged. Damaged shields have a -20% protection value. If the break value is greater than or equal to 5 times the shield's resistance, then the shield is broken. And a broken shield has a -50% protection value. Also important to note that already damaged shields, whenever they're damaged again, have an automatic 25% chance of being broken. So that's generally how the resistance works. Now, an interesting thing about shields is that they can kind of heal. So magical shields automatically regenerate. At the end of a battle, a damaged magical shield will repair itself. A broken one is just destroyed, and it's just basically gone forever, and the commander loses the magical shield. However, mundane shields that are broken or damaged, if you're in an area that has a high enough resource count that it has to spare and it's not using them, then the shields will actually be repaired. And that's basically it for shields. Alright, and I know I said I was going to talk about weapons, but it seems that I've gone over my time a little bit going over shields, and so it looks like we're going to have to save weapons for next time. As always, I certainly appreciate you guys listening in, watching the video. It means a lot. You guys' feedback in the community has been incredibly supportive and incredibly helpful. If you guys have any questions or any comments or requests for future videos, please go ahead and leave them down below. And I will say that in the future I'm planning on doing a special sort of little Let's Play that I think you guys are going to really enjoy. Until then, this has been The Last Pretender, and I'll see you guys next time.